everyone, today I am going to tell you the characteristics of kingdom planting. In my earlier videos, I have already told you the characteristics of Monera, Protista and fungi. Now comes the kingdom planting. The organisms in this kingdom are basically eukaryotes. Our first characteristics, eukaryotes means nucleus is present, well developed cell organelles are also there. Apart from that, in the cell of these group of organisms, an outer cell wall is present. That is the difference in their cell compared to other organisms. Then they are autotrophs. Autotrophs means they produce their food by themselves through the process of photosynthesis, we know, and in that another pigment is also found which is present in these group of organisms, that is chlorophyll, right? Now they are non-motile, means they don't move from one place to another, means their position is basically fixed. So basically three characteristics you can remember: eukaryotes, autotrophs, non-motile. Then these group of organisms or this plant kingdom or plantae is divided into 5 categories. First one is Thallophyta, second one is Bryophyta, third one is Pteridophyta, fourth one is Gymnosperms, and fifth one is Angiosperms. So basically this group is divided on the basis of their structure, means proper body division has taken place or not, or vascular tissues have taken place or not. Then the seeds which are found are either covered or they are not covered. So these are the criteria. On the basis of these plant kingdom is divided. Basically the first and the simplest one is Thallophyta. Thallo is thallus or sac-like structure, means they don't have that much developed body. Like Thallophyta, thallus is for sac and phyta is plant. This is Thallophyta. Now in this group of organisms, small algae come. Now what you have to remember, earlier also you have read about cyanobacteria. This cyanobacteria is something else, but here cyanobacteria is also called blue-green algae, but real algae is this Thallophyta. So whenever you are given the picture of this Spirogyra and you have to identify in which category does it come, in which kingdom does it come to, it will be plantae and not other, right? So examples of this Thallophyta group is Spirogyra, Eulothrix. These are the examples. Now come to the second group, that is Bryophyta. Bryophyta are basically called as amphibians of the plant kingdom. Amphibians, you know, both land and water, that is called as amphibians. So this is amphibians. One thing I forgot about Thallophyta, means they don't have well developed body structure. Like you can't identify whether which part is leaf, which part is stem, and which part is root, right? So the small group of organisms which come under this is algae, in which two examples you can remember. One is Spirogyra and another one is Eulothrix. Ulothrix. Now Bryophyta. Bryophyta are basically the amphibians of the plant kingdom. In this group, the basically it's like some structure have started developing, but you can't easily identify which part is stem, which part is root, and which part is the flowering plant. So this group of organisms have certain examples. For example, you can remember Rixia, Funaria, Funaria. These are the examples of Bryophyta. So that's all for today. I have told you about what plantae, kingdom plantae, in that Thallophyta and Bryophyta, which you can remember. In my next video, I will continue this plantae kingdom. Thanks for watching.